Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, learning champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School as we get you set for some girls' high school basketball action between your Collinsville Lady Kahawks and the Lady Redbirds of Alton High School. I am Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on the Kahawks Sports Network as we get you set for this Southwestern Conference Showdown. And we welcome you into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahawks Sports Network. Cullip Jennings Florist is a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in, check them out, weekly specials. They have them all the time, but right now the focus is still on Christmas time. You have just a short amount of time left. In case you haven't picked up your festival holiday poinsettias, then you can do that at Cullip Jennings Florist. For information on that or any other offering by Cullip Jennings Florist, give them a call at 343-0404 or check out everything online at cullipjennings.com. Collinsville comes into this contest with a 5-4 overall record under ninth-year head coach Lori Billy. Alton comes into this contest with an overall record of 3-4 under their eighth-year head coach Tammy Talbert. But Tammy Talbert, this is her second stint as head coach of the Alton Lady Redbirds. So we'll get into that just a little bit here, but first we'll update the schedules for you if we can. For Collinsville, we have not seen them since their loss against O'Fallon. That was back on the 6th, and since then they have beaten Triad 54-46, and then they almost pulled off a big win under one of the top-ranked teams in the state. Civic Memorial lost that one just a couple of days ago, 51-42, but Collinsville had some points when they were actually leading that contest. And the Civic Memorial team, 8th ranked by the Associated Press in the state of Illinois, and of course the local newspapers. The Belleville News-Democrat has them ranked number 1 in small schools, and the St. Louis Post-Dispatch has them ranked number 2 in small schools. So that was the last time that Collinsville hit the floor for Alton. They are coming off of a win over Granite City last week. They haven't played since last Thursday, 54-24. So big-time defense there for the Lady Redbirds of Alton High School in that win over Granite City. So you're all caught up now on the schedule since the last time we spoke as far as girls basketball is concerned anyway. We had much more to talk about with head coach Lori Billy, and we'll pass that conversation along to you next as the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Have some girls basketball coming your way tonight as your Kahawks come back home to take on the Alton Redbirds. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. Let's go back in time to the schedule. Tell us a little bit about the Triad game.
Triad game was a good game. We pulled out a win when I thought we probably should have won by a little bit more, but they're a good, solid team. Defensively, they do a really good job, and we've just got to learn to be able to put the ball in the hole when we need to, and we're struggling with that a little bit right now.
Yeah, and I've been a victim or watched a couple of those games, not a victim of, watched a couple of those games now, and I'm noticing the same thing. It's like the shots are there. They're taking good quality shots. They're just not hitting where they need to go.
Exactly, and that's what we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this last week and a half, we've literally had game practice, game practice, game practice. So it's hard to get the quality shots in that we want because we're trying to prepare a game plan for the next team. And so after tonight, we'll have a couple days where we're just going to do nothing but shoot. Same thing happened to us on Thursday night against CM. You know, we had them. We had them down in the first half, came out in the third quarter, and couldn't throw the ball in the ocean again. They crawled back into it, and at the end we ended up having to foul. But we had a tight game going, and I felt like we would have been able to win had we knocked shots down, especially early on. We missed some really easy shots.
Yeah, this is a CM team that's number 1 in the Belleville News-Democrat, number 2 in the Post-Dispatch, and number 8 in the state, according to the Associated Press. So to hang with them that long and give them a run for their money, that's got to be a feather in the cap, even though you didn't win.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we had them down at half, and I don't feel like when they came back out in the second half that it necessarily was them. I felt like it was us missing the shots we needed to hit, and defensively I thought we confused them a lot and gave them some trouble, and they didn't get the shots that they're used to getting. So I was pleased with we're hanging with a team that's ranked, obviously number 1, number 2, but the thing I felt even better about is honestly I think we could have beaten them.
So you get to this point now where shots aren't falling in, frustration level sets in. So is that when things start snowballing and getting their worst?
You know, it could be, but with this group of girls, they're athletes, and they're confident that their abilities will come through and that they'll be able to kind of right the ship. And so we've got to get through tonight and next Tuesday and Thursday, and hopefully during break we can really concentrate on becoming more effective on the offensive end.
But how do you go about fixing something like that? I mean, if the shots are there and you're taking them, they're just not falling in.
How do you practice that? You just keep on shooting until you figure the angle out?
Absolutely, you do, but you have to work on positioning. You have to make sure your body's square to the basket. That's one of the things we notice. A lot of times they're fading away or they don't completely turn and square up. So that's something we can work on. Honestly, the shots coming off of their fingertips look good. Sometimes I think we fade away from shots because we're afraid of contact a little bit. Sometimes I think we overcompensate, and so we try to go in a little harder, and then the shot bounces off the backboard, and we just don't get the angle that we need. But those are little things we can adjust and we can fix.
Isn't fading away kind of counterproductive when you follow your shot, because there could be a rebound? You're not necessarily know it's going to go in. There could be a rebound.
Right, exactly. And by fade away, I mean as they're in the air shooting, they're fading away from that contact, and so that puts them in a bad position. And we teach them, follow your shot, go to the ball, and make sure you have a chance at a rebound. So let's if we don't get the first shot, let's get the second shot. But those are things that we're going to concentrate on and focus on.
You have Alton team tonight, and kind of a flip of the coin thing. This is totally the opposite of what you have against Edwardsville. You've won one game against Edwardsville since you've been to Collinsville. You've only lost twice to Alton since you've been to Collinsville. So it's kind of one of those weird things.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, this team is probably one of the best Alton teams I've seen in a while. Their coach she's a good basketball coach, and I knew she'd have them at a point where they were going to be competitive and able to run a solid offense, and their defense is going to be pretty set. And we're going to have to play tonight. It's not going to be a walk through the park kind of thing. And that's what we've talked about, is that we've got to respect the fact that these kids can play. They can shoot a little bit. They got a kid that's averaging, I think, almost 13 points a game. So that's what we're going to concentrate on tonight, is making sure that defensively we kind of take them out of their sets, and offensively we finish.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
There's head coach Lori Billy of your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take a break here on the Collinsville Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting rosters to you, and we'll have that opening tip-off. All that and more coming up on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Collinsville Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Collinsville Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, collinsvillejennings.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Collinsville Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Collinsville Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, collinsvillejennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Collinsville Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm Todd Duke alongside Lucy Montgomery. She's going to be running my camera tonight for me from the freshman team, which she tells me that the freshman team won their game tonight against Alton, and that is their first conference win to go along with their other win that they had this year. And you have to remember now that the freshman and JV teams don't play in the Nashville tournament at the beginning of the year because it's a tournament and it's only for varsity. So these freshman girls and JV girls are just getting started. JV won tonight also. That game just concluded here a little while ago. 47-40 was the final score of the junior varsity game. So 2 wins. Can we make it a clean sweep tonight? We'll find out here in just a little while. Well, Collinsville coming off of that 51-42 loss at Civic Memorial, and the Alton Redbirds coming off of a win against Granite City. I told you I'd tell you a little bit more about Tammy Talbert. She is in her 8th year as the head coach of Alton in her 2nd stint. She took over last year for the Lady Redbirds coach. She coached from 2002 to 2008, and she went 41-114 in those years. And then last year she took over again and went 10-17 last year. So her career in her 8th year is now 51 wins, 131 losses. Girls basketball at Alton started in 1973. Mary Bowling coached that team from the outset and stayed with that program for 22 years, all the way up to 1995. Not a lot of success, though, at Alton. Only 1 regional championship under Bowling, and that was in 1977 season. And the best season that she had was the 1985 season, which she went 21-4. So over 44 years of basketball at Alton, they have a winning percentage of .359, 401 wins and 716 losses. Coach Billy has been coaching Collinsville for 8 previous years. This is her 9th year, and she is 14-2 against the Alton Redbirds in that time. No playoff history between Coach Billy and the Alton Redbirds, but these 2 teams have met twice in the postseason over the last 19 years, and Collinsville won both of those. So last year, we'll bring you about that one. Collinsville lost at Alton on the 14th of December, 64-60. Bria King led the way in that one with 12 points, and Faith Liljegren had 11. That was the first loss since 2014 to Alton. So just one of those 2 losses over the last 2 years came last year. That was the game at Alton. They then turned around and won here at home on the 30th of January, 45-40. Katie Knutson had 9 points in that game for Collinsville. Bria King with 8, and Liljegren had 6. The last time Collinsville swept Alton in the home and away games, well, that was 3 years in a row, in the 14-15 season, the 15-16 season, and in the 16-17 season. So as you can tell, Collinsville has had their way a little bit with the Alton Lady Redbirds. We'll take a break here on the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show. Those rosters, the starting 5 on each side, will come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Lucy Montgomery, one of the freshman players for Coach Billy and her crew. Kind enough to man the camera tonight, as Zach Roseman has band responsibility, so he cannot be with us tonight. Here are your starters for the Alton Redbirds. Layla McNeil, a kind of a senior-heavy lineup. 3 seniors, 2 juniors. Layla McNeil gets the start. She's a senior. The other 2 seniors, Jayla Fox and Alora Robinson Bowens. And then the junior, Ivory Lacey, and I forget, Deja Carter is also a senior. So 4 seniors and a junior for Alton. They do not have heights mentioned on their roster, so therefore I cannot give you those. Here is Faith Liljegren, the 5'5" junior, getting the starting nod tonight for Collinsville, as is the next one off the bench, number 30, Bria King, the 5'6" senior, as Collinsville is wearing their home whites tonight. Stasia Bush, the 5'9" sophomore, also getting the start tonight. Bush comes in with 42 points on the year. And Katie Knutson, the 5'9" junior, also on the floor, second on the team in points with 104. Behind the last one off the bench for Collinsville, that would be number 42, the 6' junior, Kristen Mitchell. Those are your starters for both teams. Kristen Mitchell, 109 points on the year. She's averaging 12.1 per game. Katie Knutson averaging 11.6. There's only 2 Lady Kahawks that are averaging double digits. I would imagine we will see Faith Liljegren in that department before the season is all said and done. For Alton, they are being led in points by Layla McNeil. She has 96, and she is the only Alton Lady Redbird in double digits as far as average is concerned at 13.7. The rebound leader for Collinsville, that would also be Kristen Mitchell with 52. Bria King right behind her with 48. And Layla McNeil, the same one who leads in points for Alton, also leads her team in rebounds with 39 on the year. Layla McNeil is in the center circle along with Kristen Mitchell. Just got through speaking about both of them, and they are going to get things tipped off here as the Alton Lady Redbirds visit your Collinsville Kahawks. Alton dressed in their road grays, and they win the tip-off and immediately bring it up for a chance, and that chance ends up being knocked out of bounds. And we are underway here in this first quarter. Inbound pass will come in from Jayla Fox into the corner. Here's a 3-point try that is good for Bowens. Well, they're going to give her just 2 on that one. And we're off and running with a 2-0 lead. Here is Faith Liljegren. She is the quarterback of the club here, so to speak, for Collinsville girls basketball team, and she'll hand the ball off to Katie Knutson. Knutson across the way. Kristen Mitchell, 3-point shot, rattles but will not fall in. She comes all the way back out to the top of the key and gets her own rebound, and then as she goes up for a shot, she is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Kristen Mitchell on the year, 34 of 56 from the free throw line at 60.7%, and the foul belongs to Deja Carter. First one of the game for either team. Mitchell, first one on the way, no good. Mitchell had, she have 31 points in that game that we did the other night against O'Fallon. Mitchell trying to get her team on the board here after just 29 seconds, and she will. With a 1 out of 2 performance from the free throw line as the inbound pass comes in from Jayla Fox, and she does find Bowens. Bowens crosses the timeline, almost traveled when she did it. Gets the ball over to Fox. Fox almost lost control of the ball as Liljegren provides some solid defense. Now double teamed over there is Bowens, but they get out of it. Pass to Fox and off the glass for 2. Jayla Fox is on the scoreboard. 4-1 in favor of Alton. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren got in the perimeter for just a second. Knutson, top of the key, 3-pointer, rattles out. Rebound brings to Bria King, and she gets the ball knocked out of her hands, and then the rebound ends up belonging to Alton after the initial one by Collinsville. So here comes the Alton Redbirds trying to lengthen that lead a little bit. Right now it's just 3 points, and we're early on. Here comes a flying layup through the lane by McNeil. It doesn't work, and then a whistle will stop the action. And we're going to have our first foul handed out to Collinsville, and it'll belong to Faith Liljegren. So each team now with a foul. And the inbound pass comes in, and Carter turns around, gives it to the top of the key to McNeil. Back over on the other side to Bowens. Her shot won't fall this time, and the rebound belongs to Bush for Collinsville. Here comes Astasia Bush into the paint. Underhand dump off. Bria King off the glass. That's good for 2. Whoop, wrong one. Don't shoot the messenger. Trying to get my scoreboard to work here. There we go. 4-3. 6:15 left to go here in this opening quarter. There's a picked off pass and a turnover for Kristen Mitchell. She fires the ball up to Liljegren, who gets the Bush, and a little bit of a breakaway, and it's in for 2 more. Collinsville takes the lead by 1, 5-4. 2 minutes expired here in this first quarter. Collinsville putting on some backcourt pressure, and that almost caused another turnover, as Alton has already committed 2. Underneath the basket, though, left all alone, was Ivory Lacey, and that was easy banking off the glass for Lacey there. 6-5, Alton back in front by 1. Here's Knutson from the right side, pulls up and takes a short shot. Bria King gets the rebound, puts it back up, but she's fouled, so she will head to the free throw line. 5:36 left to play here in this opening quarter. 6-5, 1 point lead for the Alton Redbirds. Bria King at the free throw line, 16 for 27 on the year, good for 59.3%. First shot, good. Next shot can break the 6-6 tie. And it does. So Collinsville starting off 2 for 3 from the free throw line here early. That ball almost knocked out of the hands of Layla McNeil. Here comes a 3-point shot from Bowens. That rattles but will not fall. And then Alton pushes. Oh, I thought, yeah, okay, he changed his mind. Good. I was going to say, I thought that Alton pushed that ball out of bounds. Referee pointed the other way, and then he changed his mind. That's the 3rd turnover for Alton. 5:24 left to play here in this opening quarter. Inbound pass comes in to Bria King, and right back to Liljegren it goes. Faith pushes the ball up across the timeline. Over on the far side wing on the left, that is Katie Knutson. Knutson's pass partially tipped, but Bush gets it. She'll send it off the glass, but it won't make it to its final destination. But another foul coming up. And this one's to Deja Carter. That'll be her second, and we'll see our first substitution. But first, Bush rattles one home. Stasia on the year, 9 for 15 from the free throw line, 60% coming into this game. See, I don't have a 35 on my roster. Rattle, won't go. Rebound belongs to Alton, and this time we're going to have a foul against Collinsville. This one's going to go against Katie Knutson. That'll be Collinsville's second. Alton has 3. And Collinsville putting on some backcourt pressure again, and across the line it goes from McNeil to Bowens. Bowens into the perimeter, kicks it back out for Fox. Fox at the free throw line, takes the flying shot, can't get it to fall, and there is Bush with the rebound for Collinsville. Up to Faith Liljegren. Excuse me. Liljegren in the lane. Knutson was cutting in, and she is fouled on the way up as well. And that one is going to belong to Layla McNeil. That'll be Alton's 4th foul. First personal foul for McNeil. And to the free throw line, Katie Knutson. 15 for 25 on the year and right at 60% also. A lot of the Lady Kahawks are right at 60% so far on the year. First one good for Knutson. All right, 9-6 in favor of Collinsville. Here comes the next by Knutson. It falls off the right-hand side. Bush initially had the rebound, but that ball got taken out of her hands. And the Alton Lady Redbirds bring the ball up court. Here is Bowen. Bowens brings it around, and now over to this wing for Fox. Just outside the lane, Lacey can't get it to go off the glass, gets her own rebound, puts it on too strong. This time the rebound belongs to Bush once again. Here come the Lady Kahawks. It is King. Had the ball ripped out of her hands by Bowens, and the ball will stay with the Lady Kahawks. 4:19 left to play here in this opening quarter. 9-6, Kahawks up by 3. Inbound pass coming in from Bush. And it does so to Mitchell. She turns around, takes the shot, hits the front of the rim, and it comes right down into the hands of Alton. Nice steal attempt there by Faith Liljegren, and now flying is Fox. She can't get there. Turn around, McNeil gets it and puts it in for 2. 9-8, Kahawks up by 1. Here is Faith Liljegren. Over to Katie Knutson. Katie's older sister, Danielle, is in the house. Matter of fact, I thought for a minute it was an old soccer reunion. I saw Courtney Martin come in along with Jalen Richardson, and then Danielle Knutson's here. I'm guessing it's time for college Christmas break. Well, these girls graduated last year. Here is Mitchell. To King. King drives just outside the lane, and she's going to go to the free throw line one more time. This one is going to go against Bowens. 5 team fouls now for Alton. And Bria King back at the free throw line where she just went 2 for 2 just a moment ago. King, first shot, no good. One more shot coming to King. That one doesn't fall as well either, and then the rebound belonged to Knutson. Then Collinsville turns it over, and then Alton turns it back over. Mitchell puts up a shot. She can't get it to go, and then the rebound belongs to Alton this go-round, and now we're going to have a reach-in foul called against Katie Knutson. For Knutson, that'll be her second, team third, and Knutson will head to the bench, and Katie Fenton will come in to take her place. 3:35 left to go here in this opening quarter. 9-8, Collinsville up by 1. Inbound pass coming on the Kahawk side of the midcourt stripe, and it goes into the backcourt and then moved forward to the hands of Bowens. Bowens brings it up, circles at the top of the key. Waits for the offense to get set up over here on this near wing. I don't have any idea who that is, but the pass ended up off of Lacey and out of bounds. And it's going to keep belonging to the Alton Redbirds. Here's Jayla Fox. She'll inbound, and she'll do so to Lacey. On the outside, it goes to Bowens. Bowens directing traffic and then decides to run with the ball. Flings a pass over onto the right side wing and dumps it off underneath, off the glass. 2 points for Lacey. Back out front go the Alton Lady Redbirds, 10-9. Here come your Kahawks. Faith Liljegren. Across the timeline, 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. She dribbles, she drives, she shoots, and gets it to fall. There we go. We need to get her going. 11-10, Collinsville back up by 1. Here's a pass onto the right-hand wing, and back out to the top of the key it goes. Fox with a three-point shot. That's too hard, and the rebound belongs to King. Collinsville brings the ball back up court. King circles outside. Here's a three-pointer from Liljegren. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. Need to get her going. First hit three-pointer out of 3 tries for Collinsville. Kahawks up by 4 now. Still putting on some backcourt pressure, and now Kristen Mitchell is going to get called for the reach-in foul. That'll give Collinsville 4. Alton has 5. And we still have 2:17 left to play here in this opening quarter. Inbound pass comes in to Bowens. Bowens over on the far side wing. Kicked back outside. Bowens did a nice job from keeping that ball from going out of bounds. Now she shovels a pass underhanded underneath the basket. That's picked off by Katie Fenton. Fifth turnover for Alton. Here is Bush. She'll back it up and get it to Liljegren, who just hit 3 from there, but a pass to King. King couldn't get it to fall, and then the rebound knocked out of bounds by Ivory Lacey for the Alton Lady Redbirds. 1:51 left to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville up 14-10, trying to complete a sweep. Freshman 1, JV 1, Varsity trying to do the same. Bush inbounds to Mitchell, to Fenton. Flying through the lane was Liljegren, but she lost the handle on the ball. Still gets a shot off, but I think that was helped out by a foul that wasn't called, and the loose ball belongs to the Alton Lady Redbirds, and then they push it out of bounds, and Collinsville will get it right back. Liljegren gets the ball back from Bush. She brings it up court. Crosses the timeline. 90 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Bush on the right wing. She'll dribble into perimeter from there. Picks up her dribble underneath the basket. Bria King was left all alone, and that's good for 2. Collinsville up 16-10. 6-point lead is their largest, and almost more pressure in the backcourt. Causing another turnover. This time it does. Liljegren picks it off, takes it to the basket, and it's in. Liljegren now with 7 points. And a timeout called by head coach Tammy Talbert and her Alton Lady Redbirds. Let's thank some of our sponsors, shall we? How about Pace Design and Construction in Maryville? Whether you're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality. They are dedicated to their customers and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call, 618-407-5466, or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. Kahawks up 16-10 with 1:03 left to play here in this first quarter. King leading all scorers right now with 8 points, but Liljegren just behind her now after a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer in a row with 7 points. Under a minute to go. Actually, I'm off by a couple of points, aren't I? There we go, 18-10. On the wing, Fox takes a shot, and it's good from inside the perimeter. Her first 2 points since she started this game with the first basket of the game. Here's Bush for Collinsville. She'll take it to the basket herself. It rolls all the way across the rim. The putback, no good there by Katie Fenton, and this time the rebound belongs to Alton. Here come the Redbirds. Bowens passes it up underneath. Shot no good. Rebound put back up, but we're going to have a foul. I believe this one's going to go against Katie Fenton. Nope, it's going to go against Kristen Mitchell. That'll be her second. Team 5th, each team now with 5. 20 seconds left here in this first quarter, and here is my mysterious number 35. Oh, no, that's 15. I have that number. Look at that. That's Donita Smith. Donita Smith, 3 for 9 is all she has from the free throw line this year. She misses the first one. Second one on the way. No good as well. Rebound, that belongs to Collinsville. Into the game for the first time tonight is Riley Doyle. She gets it up to Liljegren, up underneath the basket for King. Turn around, jump, good. Bria King becomes the first player in double digits tonight. She now has 10. Collinsville up by 8 with 5 seconds left. Here's another turnover and an easy 2 points for Stasia Bush, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 22-12 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take a break. Second quarter action will be coming your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke is my name. On the camera, that's Lucy Montgomery, and we're glad that you're with us here on this Thursday night from Collinsville High School. The first of our Collinsville versus Alton doubleheader will be at Alton tomorrow for the boys' game. So if you can't make it, you can join us right here on the Kahok Sports Network. Katie Fenton gets herself on the board tonight for the first time. She chips in with 2 points, and it is now 24-12 in favor of Collinsville. And another turnover by Alton will put the ball back in the Kahawks' hands. And here is Riley Doyle. Doyle ditches it off to Liljegren. Liljegren over to King in the right side corner. A bounce pass into the paint. Katie Fenton tries to make her move, and what a move it was. A little bit of a hook shot, push shot, layup all at once. Collinsville up 26-12. Here are the Lady Redbirds, and just outside the lane was Ivory Lacey with that bank shot off the glass. And now 26-14 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Ms. Liljegren. She brings it up to the top of the key, gives it up to Bush on the right wing, into the paint. Doyle, shot, no good. Rebound, that's being fought for, and that battle was won by Alton. Redbirds bring it up. Here is Jayla Fox. Fox drives all the way through the lane. Shot too hard off the glass. She'll pick up her own rebound, put it back up. It will not go in. And we're going to have a foul call. This one's going to go against Collinsville. This one's going to go against Katie Fenton. And for Collinsville, 6 team fouls now to 5 for Alton. Inbound pass will come in from underneath of the Redbird basket. In the corner it goes to Fox. She puts it in the perimeter, and then off the glass rebound. Can't fall in. Second one can't fall in. And despite the fact that Nastasia Bush was there swatting at that ball the whole time, we couldn't quite get that rebound, could we? Here is Liljegren to Bush, or King. And Bria King is having a whale of a night here so far. Point number 12. 28-16 is the score as that ball ends up out of bounds, pushed there by Collinsville, and Alton will inbound from in front of the scorer's table. 28-16, 6:05 left to play here in this first half. Here is McNeil, hands the ball off to Fox, 3-point shot, no good. Ball falls right down into the hands of one of the Lady Redbirds. I don't even think that touched anything. And then underneath the basket, another power move by Lacey. Lacey quietly now with 8 points, and back to within 10 as Collinsville turns the ball over. Here's another chance for Alton, and all of a sudden, this game got a lot closer than it was just a minute ago. So that prompts Coach Billy to call a timeout. That'll give us a chance to thank Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials, such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more, including getting your heavy work equipment to your work site. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. 5:41, Collinsville had a 12-point lead just a short time ago, and that lead is now dropped down to 8 after a couple of untimely turnovers there by the Lady Kahawks. And quite the rebounding going on some of those shots by Alton. Here is Liljegren, a big-time three that rolls across the rim. Will not fall in, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Collinsville will turn the ball over for the 4th time. Alton has 9 turnovers already. Redbirds out rebounding the Kahawks right now, 13-10. Here comes Jayla Fox, and again, she goes all the way through the lane untouched, and out the other side it comes on the shot by Lacey, but the putback is good. by Bowens. And all of a sudden, Collinsville has allowed this team right back into it. Here's a three-point shot. That one just a little bit too long, and then the ball ends up out of bounds. Last touched by Alton, as Coach Billy is going to make wholesale player changes here for Collinsville. Katie Knutson and Kristen Mitchell back into the game. Paige Bauer comes into the game for the first time, as does Natalie Becker, and as does Lexi Ludgate. Full court press works once again for Collinsville. A 10th turnover for the Alton Lady Redbirds, and Lexi Ludgate will inbound from near the half-court stripe. She'll do so to Bauer. Bauer flings a pass over on the far side wing and bringing it around to the top of the key. It back into Ludgate's hands from Becker. Now back over to Becker in front of the Alton bench. Back to Ludgate. Lexi over onto the far side wing, or make that the near side wing for Bauer, and then Alton gets a hand on the ball, swats that out of there. And here come the Lady Redbirds once again, off the glass, no good. Rebound put back up, wouldn't even make it to the basket. This time the loose ball belongs to Kristen Mitchell and the Lady Kahawks. Here is Paige Bauer at the free throw line, takes a shot a little bit too far off to the right. Rebound belongs to the Alton Lady Redbirds. Here comes McNeil. She flies, she drives, and she scores. 12-point lead is now evaporated down to a 4-point lead. 28-24, 4:11 left, and looks like Layla McNeil may be hurt. Pulls up a little short and limps her way toward the bench with some help from a teammate. A teammate that I do not have a number for. So she will head to the bench, and Jeremiah Wallace, a sophomore, will check in for Alton. 4-point lead now for Collinsville. It was just 12 a little while ago. It was 10 after one quarter of play when it was 22-12. So since then, Alton is outscoring Collinsville 12-4 and, or excuse me, 12-6, and another turnover by Collinsville. Those are starting to mount up. They only had a couple in the first quarter, and now they have 6, so 4 in this quarter. Liljegren picks up her second foul. And to the free throw line, it will be Jayla Fox. Fox, 53.3% free throw shooter this year. It's her first trip to the charity stripe tonight. And it comes right at the halfway mark here of this second quarter. Shot good. King and Bush come back in. Ludgate and Liljegren to the bench. Jayla Fox trying to bring her team to within 2. No good on that one. Rebound this time belongs to Collinsville, and here comes Mitchell off of some fingertips over to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing, top of the key to Knutson. Knutson back over to Bauer. Bauer back to Knutson now, but Knutson's on the left wing, takes it to the top of the key, bounce pass over on the wing, all the way across the court, three-point shot. Mitchell, too strong, hits the inside of the rim, and comes down for an Alton rebound. Here come the Redbirds. This is Jayla Fox. Fox gets the ball over to Wallace. Wallace back out front for Fox. She'll dribble, she'll drive, free throw line and more, dumps it off on the outside, foul, and count the basket now for Ivory Lacey, who now has 12 points and a chance to tie it here with this free throw shot. Collinsville held to 6 points here in this second quarter after scoring 22 in the first. In-game adjustments by Tammy Talbert paying off, and some misfortunes by the Lady Kahawks on the floor. Here is Lacey, her one and only shot, no good. Rebound belongs to King for Collinsville. And here comes Katie Knutson. Kicks it back outside. Bauer, she'll launch a three-point shot. That one hits the inside of the rim as well. Last 2 3-point shots from that same location have hit the inside of the rim, and Alton came away with the rebound and then throws the ball away. Lady Redbirds, 12th turnover. Boy, if they wouldn't have turned the ball over half as many times, they might actually be leading this game. Collinsville does, though, by 1 point now, 28-27. 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Here is Knutson. Over on the far side wing for Bush. Make that the near side. I'll learn that here one of these days. Top of the key for Bauer. Bauer back over to Bush. Bush bounce pass in the perimeter to Fenton. She turns around, takes the shot, no good, but Fenton will head to the free throw line. This one's going to belong to Ivory Lacey. That'll be her second, sixth team foul. And Alton had 5 of those fouls real early in this game and have since calmed down in the foul department. Here is a good shot by Fenton. Need a little help from the rim. Fenton, not too many free throws this year, just 2 of 5 coming into this game, so now 3 of 6. Knutson heads back to the bench. And the next one for Fenton didn't even hit the rim. It's off to the left. And we had a lane violation anyway. So the ball back into the hands of the Redbirds. 2-point lead for Collinsville, 29-27. 2:40 left to play here in this first half. Here's Wallace. Wallace into the corner now. Back out front, Fox. She'll dribble, she'll drive, she'll take a little bit of a hook shot, and she'll make that hook shot. We are tied. 29-29. Here is Bush. He lost the ball. Wallace picks it up, bounces it to Fox. Fox off the glass for 2. And Alton now back in front. 31-29. 2:10 left to play here in this first half. Here is Riley Doyle. Another turnover for Collinsville. They're coming in bunches now, folks. Here is McNeil. She takes a shot, can't get it to go. Rebound fell right down in between 3 Lady Kahawks. Neither one of them could get it. Wallace did. She turns it into 2 points, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-point lead here for the Alton Lady Redbirds with 1:45 left to go, and Riley Doyle turns the ball over again. She tried to save it from going out of bounds, which she did, but then turned the ball back over, and now a shot by Wallace won't go. She'll get her own rebound, and she'll put it back in. Man, oh man. (35-29). Alton has stormed right back in to this contest after Collinsville was leading by 12 points. Kahawks now find themselves trailing by 6. Let's thank the city of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in Collinsville. The City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. And the real estate market is hot right now. You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 780-4622, 618 area code, of course. 780-4622, or visit them at www.blaylockteam.com. Make sure you ask about their HERO program. That is a program that gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, and EMTs. Well, quite the turn of events we have going on here. A 12-point lead for Collinsville has evaporated, and it's now a 6-point lead for the Alton Lady Redbirds. Alton has used 1 timeout. Collinsville has already used 2. Inbound pass coming from somewhere. I don't know what they're doing over there. I guess they had to ball hit a wet spot on the floor somewhere, and they had to dry the ball off. All right. That is finished. Riley Doyle inbounds and does so to Paige Bauer. Bauer brings the ball up, top of the key. Over on the far side wing, that is Bush. Back to the top of the key for Bauer. Over and out of this side. Here's Doyle, 3-point shot, yes! Boy, we needed that in a big way. 35-32. Collinsville gets themselves back to within 3. Here are the Redbirds underneath the basket, off the glass, won't go. Rebound this time belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Bush, under a minute to go here in this first half. Bush fires a pass over to Bauer. Bauer dribbles once, gives it up for Doyle, who gets it right back to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing. bounces it. Bush, top of the key, on the wing. Doyle, who just hit a three-pointer. That one gets knocked out of bounds. Off of Kiava Young, one of two Young sisters out here, Kivana and Kiava. Bush will inbound. Offset to the right from underneath of her basket. Does so to Fenton at the free throw line. One dribble. That's kicked away from her. And King finds the rebound, and that's rejected by McNeil. And McNeil's rejection pushes the ball out of bounds, and I believe she talked a little smack there to Bria King right after that. And Bria's like, well, you know, you push the ball out of bounds, still our ball. Probably paraphrasing there a bit. Inbound pass comes into Doyle. She stops at the free throw line, and the pass goes underneath the legs of Bria King. And that is the 11th turnover for Collinsville. Alton has 12, but earlier in this game, it was like Alton had 10 to Collinsville's 3. Here comes Young. Brings the ball up. Gives it up to Wallace. Wallace to my no-name girl. She's got a name, I just don't know it. Here's Wallace in front of the Kahok bench to Young. Young dribbles, but surveys things as she moves around, almost traveled there, and then gets the ball out to Wallace. Now back down here in the corner. Back up to Wallace, three-point shot, top of the key. That's off the high part of the backboard. No good. Alton got the rebound, and Collinsville gets the second one after the missed shot and couldn't do enough with it at the buzzer. After one half of play, 35-32 in favor of the Alton Lady Redbirds, as we have hit halftime and time for the halftime show. Our halftime show brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Nachos, burgers, too many sides to list, and a host of other wonderful menu items to choose from. Cafe Agape also offers catering service as well as delivery of some of the best homemade food in the area. Call Cafe Agape today, 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. We will step aside just a moment. We'll look at the old phone and see if we can round up some scores for our halftime show. 35-32, Redbirds have the three-point advantage over the Kahoks. Halftime comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And we welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us. Alongside Lucy Montgomery on the camera. Halftime scores, we don't have a lot. Let me tell you, this score stream thing I got on my phone, it just does not seem to come in handy as much as I thought it was going to. Anyway, this is what I have for you after one quarter of play, which I'm sure they're at halftime by now too. Belleville East over O'Fallon by a score of 15-9. And in the first quarter, no score between Jersey and Triad. And that's the only thing I have. Everything else is from last Tuesday or previous game. So I apologize if I have missed anybody's scores, but that's all that's showing up on my score stream. So let's jump right into the first half numbers. Not a very good second quarter by Collinsville. Pretty good first quarter, though. They led 22-12, did Collinsville after one quarter of play. 10-point lead, didn't last long. It actually blossomed into a 12-point lead at one point, but then Alton called a timeout, and since then they went on quite the roll. They outscored Collinsville in that second quarter 23-10. Collinsville only had 3 turnovers in the first quarter, but ended up with 11 after that second quarter was over. Alton has 12. The Redbirds out rebounding Collinsville right now, 19-14 from the lines. Kahawks are 6 of 12 from the free throw line, so they're hitting 50%, while the Redbirds are just 1 of 5. And Collinsville 2 of 8 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Alton went 0 for 5 from beyond that three-point stripe. Leading scorer in this one is Bria King. She has 12 points. After that, Faith Liljegren with 7, 5 for Katie Fenton off of the bench. 3 points each for Riley Doyle and Anastasia Bush, and then 1 point apiece for Katie Knutson and Kristen Mitchell. Leading scorer for Alton, also 12 points. That's Ivory Lacey. Jayla Fox right behind her with 11. Everyone else has 4. Layla McNeil, Laura Robinson-Bowens, and Jermea Wallace off of the bench with 4. You know what I know. 35-32 after one half of play. Second half action will come your way in just a little bit here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke alongside Lucy Montgomery on the camera. We're glad you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We need to have the ladies pick it up a little bit here after they are trailing by 3 points. Collinsville came into this game averaging 51.4 points per game, while Alton came in averaging 47.4, so advantage Collinsville. Defensively, Collinsville came in giving up 46 points per game, while Alton was giving up 48.4. Advantage Collinsville. Alton 0 for 2 in conference play. Kahoks come in at 1 and 2 in conference play. But right now, the Redbirds have the lead by 3 points, 35-32. We are underway in quarter number 3. Here is Bowen. She'll bounce the pass onto the wing, and circling around is McNeil. She'll lose control of the ball, then jump right back on top of it and pick it back up, head back the other direction. She'll dribble, she'll drive, she'll shoot, she'll score. Lots of complaining going on. Thought some fouling should have been called there. And Alton goes back up now by 5 points. Here is Bush, and that ball is knocked out of its intended target, Faith Lodgegren, right in front of her, right before that ball got there. So Collinsville gets to keep the ball. Inbound pass will come in from right underneath our location here. Bush to Liljegren. She'll eye a three-point shot, and she'll hit it. Liljegren, you saw, I don't know if you saw or not, if you folks were watching at halftime, but when I put the camera back out on the court, man, the girls came out with about 4 minutes left to go before halftime ended, and they just started shooting. They came out a full 2 minutes before Alton did. There's almost another picked off pass by Collinsville. 37-35 in favor of Alton. Lady Redbirds are up by 2. Here is Bowen. She'll kick it back out onto the wing. Here comes a three-point shot. That one's a little bit short off of the hands of Fox, and the rebound belongs to the Kahoks. They bring the ball back up. Liljegren underneath the basket takes the shot, has it roll off from one side of the rim to the next. And then Alton comes away with the rebound. And now a loose ball. That is going to be picked up by King to Knutson. She gets there before it goes out of bounds from the baseline. And a shot that still won't fall. And another rebound belongs to Alton. Here comes Bowens. Katie Fenton was already back. The ball off of the hands of Lacey and back out front. And then Fox ends up with it. All the way across the wing. And a nice move put on there by Bowens. And then she surprises her teammate, Lacey, with a pass right up to the face. That ball falls off of her face. And then Collinsville will turn that turnover into 2 points. Bria King now with 14. Kahawks climbing back into this one. We're tied at 37 now. 6 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Bowens all the way over on the far side into the corner. Here comes a shot. That's a little bit too strong. And the rebound gets knocked around and off of Katie Knutson and out of bounds. Alton will get to keep. Wallace comes back into the game. And Donita Smith checks back into the game. Inbound pass underneath the Alton basket. Comes in and gets it right back to Wallace. She'll launch a three, and she'll hit one from the corner. That is the first three-pointer hit tonight by Alton. And Collinsville trying to answer with a little two-pointer of their own, but no good. Top of the key, Bush to Knutson. She'll eye a three-pointer, and that one's a little bit too strong. Mitchell puts it back up, Fenton puts it back up and in. Collinsville back to within a point, 40-39. 5:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Redbirds drive, and a shot that was, I think, partially blocked, and then trying to save the ball from going out of bounds was Donita Smith, and she just knocked it from one out of bounds line to the next. That is the 14th turnover by the Alton Lady Redbirds. Here is Faith Liljegren for Collinsville. She'll bring the ball up to Bush. She'll eye a three-point shot. That one hits the front of the rim, almost there. Rebound belongs to Liljegren, and then a turnover by Collinsville. And then almost a turnover by the Redbirds, but Bush was unable to stay in bounds. So the Alton Lady Redbirds will inbound from underneath of the Collinsville basket and work their way up court. Here is Jayla Fox. Fox crosses the timeline with 4:50 left to play here in this third quarter. Over to Wallace on the wing. Back to Fox, now at the free throw line. A little jump and a move and a shot that won't fall for Smith. And the rebound picked up by Faith Liljegren. Here come the Kahawks. Liljegren brings the ball up court, gives it to Bush over on the far side wing. Bluffs the three, drives, and she is fouled. She was going up for the shot, the referee says. So Bria King will head to the free throw line after the second foul by McNeil. I forgot to reset my fouls while I was at halftime. So 1 for Alton, none for Collinsville at this point, and Bria King misses a free throw. Has one more coming her way. This one a chance to tie it at 40. She's good with that one. And we're tied, 40-40. 4:30 left to play here in this third quarter. Top of the key, ball comes to Fox. She drives and throws it up underneath the basket, and it's off of Katie Fenton and out of bounds. Wrestling team won tonight. I got that info right here on my phone. I haven't had a chance to post it onto the Facebook page yet, but Coach Blaha sent me the message, said the wrestlers defeated Alton 45-30. Winners for the Kahawks, Joey Pichotti, Cameron Carner, Jalen May, Gannon Kane, Garrett Lee, Drew Evans, Jalen Garth, and Sam Blaha. Kahawks are now 13-6 on the year and 2-1 in conference play. And we did get a boys bowling final, or boys and girls. Here's a steal by Collinsville. And off the glass, a little bit too hard, but King turns around, gets her own rebound. It still will not go in. Man, that ball stayed up there what seemed like forever. This time the rebound on the ground belongs to Alton. They bring the ball back up and kick it back outside. Here's a Fox three-point shot. That one's a little bit too strong, and the rebound, a foul ensued. Boys won the conference tournament. Remember, that was a continuation of the tournament back from November. Ryan Warner threw a 770 series and Ethan Gardner a 717. The girls, that was their first go-round in the conference tournament. They have another leg left to play. And they also won. Crystal Buckman had the high series with 705 tonight. So victories all over the place for Kahawks, trying to match that here on the varsity side. 2 free throws by Wallace have given the Alton Lady Redbirds back their lead, 42-40. We are halfway through quarter number 3. 4 minutes down, 4 minutes to go. Inbound pass comes in from Doyle to Knutson, and Knutson gets it right back. Bounces it over to Doyle in front of her own bench. Riley Doyle, the 5'7" sophomore. Three-point shot skips across the rim. There is King with the rebound. Kicks it back out front to Bush. She'll dribble and drive, tries to split the defense. The ball went, but she didn't. Collinsville still keeps it, though. No look pass from Knutson. That ball goes out of bounds, and it should be this way. That was off of a Alton player there in the corner. Guess they didn't see it my way. 13th turnover for Collinsville. Kahawks trail by 2. 3.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Here is Smith. Almost lost control of the ball. Now to Wallace, over to Fox. Fox has it at the top of the key. She dribbles, she drives just outside the lane, and body parts flying all over the place. Loose ball picked up by Wallace. Wallace has it on the right wing, and now we have a timeout called by Alton. Let's go ahead and thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's new website at collinsvillecea.org. Need to say a hello to Toby Knutson. California, right? Yeah? Well, now I can't get anybody's attention. I was told that Toby Knutson couldn't be here. He's in another state, and he is watching tonight. So I hope I got all that right. Toby. Glad you're watching. 42-40, though. Alton down by, or excuse me, up by 2 points, and they have the ball. And just outside the lane, a shot taken and made there by Danita Smith. So Alton extends their lead. Now 4 points. Here comes a try by Collinsville that's no good. And unfortunately, it's another turnover. No look pass and almost not looking. And now, thank you very much. Ivory Lacey wasn't looking as the pass hit her, and then she tried to scramble to get it before it rolled out of bounds, but she could not. That's the 15th turnover for Alton. Here is Faith Liljegren. She brings it up across the timeline. We need her to get hot. She has got to start hitting some shots. She has a three-pointer here tonight. A couple of them, actually. Here's Knutson, and she'll pop it in from just underneath the basket. That's only her 3rd point here tonight. Here is Fox, almost got that ball knocked out of her hands. Bush is trying real hard. Over to McNeil. McNeil will put a pass up outside the lane. I don't even know how that one went in. Ivory Lacey turned around, took the shot, and it managed to fall for her. 46-42. Rebound. Back up in. Maria King. Sometimes this stupid scoreboard is not cooperating. There we go. Oh, we're going to have a foul called, huh? We're going to call Knutson on a little chop foul. Oh, they're going to call it on Liljegren. She wasn't even there. She wasn't even anywhere near the play. That one's supposed to be on Knutson. See, I don't, I mean, it doesn't matter. Both of them had 2. Now Knutson still has 2, and Liljegren has 3, although it should be the other way around. 46-44. 3 fouls by the Lady Kahawks to 1 for Alton here in this second half. Smith bounces the ball to Wallace into the corner now for Fox. She dribbles just a couple of times and picks it up, gives to Bowens. Bowens has it at the top of the key. Over onto the far side into the corner for Wallace. Wallace dribbles and drives into the lane. That ball was stuffed back into her face and picked up by Kristen Mitchell. She gives it up to Riley Doyle. Doyle at the top of the key to a flying Katie Knutson off the glass. Count it, and the bruise. That ties the game at 46. Wallace will pick up her first foul. That is the team's 2nd. And to the free throw line, Katie Knutson. She is 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. She hits the only one that she's going to get this go around. And Collinsville is back up front by 1. 47-46. 1:25 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. Here is Bowens. Bowens over to Fox. Boy, she kind of moved those feet a little bit there, didn't she? Over into the corner, bluffed the 3-point shot. Now a dribble and a drive and a dump off. And now Stasia Bush is going to get called for a foul. That'll be her first, team 4th. To the free throw line, it is going to be Danita Smith. Smith went 0 for 2 in that first half from the charity stripe. Got that one to fall in, though. Next one on the way from Smith. That one's off. 47-47. That ball went out of bounds. Inbound pass comes in from Knutson to Doyle. Doyle brings it up across the timeline. 1:05 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. Bush, cross-court pass to Doyle. She'll dribble and she'll try to bounce it into the paint, but that is kicked by Bowens, and they blow the whistle for that because it's not soccer. Here's the inbound pass. All the way out front. Mitchell almost lost the handle on it. Gives to Doyle. Doyle in front of her head coach, Lori Billy. Back out, and then the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Alton and Bowens, so Collinsville will inbound. This time it will come in front of the Kahawk bench. Bush collects the inbound pass, gives up to Knutson here on the left wing. 50 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Bush on the right wing. Underneath the basket, Bria King was left all alone and banks it off the glass for two. And the Kahawks are back out in front, 49-47. 35 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Top of the key is Fox. Over on the wing now for McNeil. Inside, and Collinsville gets another turnover. 16th time that the Kahawks have gotten the turnover, but oh, what a nice job by Knutson to save that one off the glass. Won't fall, and the rebound belongs to Fox. And Collinsville puts on a little backcourt pressure, trying to get Fox to turn over the ball. Wallace ends up with it. Baseline. Smith, shot, no good. Rebound, put back up, no good from Lacey. And then another one. Still no good, but this one results in a foul. Bush will pick up her second foul in a row. 5th team foul. And once again, Danita Smith, she's 1 for 4 from the free throw line here in this game. Good. Smith now with 4 points. 5.6 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Smith trying to tie, and she does. We're tied at 49. At the buzzer, Knutson couldn't get the shot off as Jayla Fox had her hands all over that basketball before that shot could even come out. So after 3, we're tied 49-49. Fourth quarter comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Todd Duke, Lucy Montgomery back with you. Fourth quarter action. Ready to get underway here. 49-49 is where we are. Collinsville outscoring Alton in that third quarter, 17-14 to erase that 3-point lead that the Redbirds had at the end of one half. Collinsville actually led after one quarter by 10. They had a 12-point lead in the second quarter before things just unraveled. But Kahawk still in it. Here is Bria King, high off the glass, won't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Stasia Bush. She gets it to Knutson, who finds Mitchell, and Mitchell is fouled off to the side of the basket by Jayla Fox. Fox will pick up her first. And that is foul number 3 for Alton here in this second half as Kristen Mitchell heads to the free throw line. She has 1 point tonight, does Mitchell, and that was a 1 for 2 performance from the free throw line in the first half. She hits the second one. Well, that breaks the tie. Next one on the way. And that one rolls out, but there is Bria King with the rebound. And now the ball being fought for, jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Alton. 15th turnover for Collinsville, 16 for the Redbirds. Redbirds out rebounding Collinsville, 26-21, and there is turnover number 17. Oh no, they're not going to call it a turnover. Okay. I thought so. Here's Wallace collecting the inbound pass. Kahawks have the 1 point lead, and she almost traveled. No call there. Here is a shot by Smith. No good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by Bush. It'll stay with Alton. 7:19 left to play here in this third quarter, and the ball again pushed out of bounds, this time by Riley Doyle. Inbound pass comes in this time. Here's a shot high off the glass. It won't fall. Rebound. Alton tried to save it from going out of bounds, threw it right into the hands of Collinsville, and Riley Doyle's shot no good. Now we're going to have a foul. And Collinsville's going to get to keep the ball. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to call it against King. 6-team foul now. I don't know about that. Been a couple of questionable calls here in this one. Here's a ball underneath, and that was almost another travel. The ball gets knocked out of the hands. Nope. Oh, wow. Well, she stepped out of bounds. This Montgomery and I had the best view of that one, didn't we? She stepped right out of bounds. We called it before the referee did. That is the 17th turnover for Alton. Collinsville needs to take advantage. Be nice to go up by a two-possession game here. Here is Bush. Bush all the way over. Doyle, top of the key. Knutson, three-point shot. Yes! That's what you needed right there. Collinsville now up by 4. Still a lot of time left. 6:35 to go here in this fourth quarter. And another turnover. Stepping out of bounds, Jayla Fox. She didn't believe it. Referee was right there and made the call, and now a timeout on the floor taken by Coach Talbert and Alton. Let's thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering. Locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums, Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Call Metro East Roofing and Guttering at 618-345-5679. They're your hometown company that you know and trust. Call that number for your free estimate, 345-5679, or you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. And let's thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club has been providing women in the Collinsville area an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. For any information on any upcoming event, all you need to do is go to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and you'll find their page, and all the information they have will be on that page for any of their events. 53-49. Kahawks have the lead, and they have the ball. 6.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Kahawks trying to get that conference record even at 2-2. Here's Doyle on the far wing. It's Knutson who just hit a big three-pointer just outside the lane, takes it off the glass, rolls, won't go. There's the putback by Kristen Mitchell, her first points that did not come from the free throw line tonight. 55-49, Collinsville putting on some backcourt pressure again. I don't know how, but Alton seemed to have broken that pressure. And oh, we're going to have a foul called. Is this one going to go against Bria King, or is it going to go against Alton? I'm not sure. Now the referee wants to talk things over with another referee, and are they pointing at Knutson? Now the referee wants to talk things over with Coach Talbert. And looks like we are going to have a personal foul, a technical foul called against one of the Lady Redbirds, as Katie Knutson is going to come down and take a couple of free throws without anyone on either side of the lane. Still haven't announced who the foul belongs to, but Knutson hits the free throw. Collinsville now up by 7. Still not sure who they called that foul against, and she hits both of them. That's how you take care of some freebies like that. Lacey checks back into the game, takes the place of our number 35 girl. And they have still not put up the foul against Alton on the board. So not really sure who that belongs to. Bowens checks back into the game. And Kiava Young back in as well. Collinsville keeps the ball. Bush will inbound right at the midcourt stripe in front of Jalen Richardson, Courtney Martin, Claire Rindelman, and a couple of the volleyball players. I think I can't see. They're moving too much. Here is Doyle. Top of the key over to Bush right in front of her bench. Now back to Knutson at the top of the key. Back over to Bush. Knutson and Bush will play catch for a minute. Now they'll get Doyle involved. Doyle across the court for Bush. Up inside, turnaround, shot. Mitchell, no good. Rebound belongs to Alton. And now, well, thought for a minute there we were going to get another turnover, but they're going to let Alton keep it. Kahawks up by 8. 57-49. Bounce pass comes in underneath the Kahawk basket. Smith, shot. There she goes. Kristen Mitchell swatted that ball out of midair before it could even find the hands of Ivory Lacey. Alton will get to keep the ball, but they'll have to reset their offense. Inbound pass from Bowen, smacked away by Mitchell, right into the hands of Doyle. Collinsville brings it up. Here is Knutson. She'll slow things down a bit. Give it up to Bush. Bush, they slow, deliberate dribble. Gives to Knutson inside. King at the free throw line. No room. Back outside we go to Knutson. She'll dribble. She'll drive. She'll pass. Bush, wing, far side. She gets it right back from Mitchell. One bounce, picks up her dribble into the lane. Knutson kicks it back outside to Bush. Bush from the baseline takes a shot. It rolls across the rim. King gets the rebound, and she is fouled by Ivory Lacey. And King will head back to the free throw line. Lacey will pick up her third. Team's fifth. And Bria King at the free throw line. Good. And this one here will get it back to a double-digit lead for Collinsville. And she does. 59-49. Collinsville putting on some pressure back here underneath of their own basket, and almost caused another Alton turnover. 4:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter, so there's still a lot of time left. 10-point lead. We saw how fast that evaporated in the second quarter, so don't think that you're home yet. Ask the St. Louis Blues what happens when you sit back on a lead. Riley Doyle will pick up her first foul. 7th team foul for Collinsville, so 1-and-1 time for Alton. At the free throw line again is Danita Smith. She has hit 3 of 6. Off to the left, and it rolls out to the right. Misses the opportunity for a bonus shot, and the rebound belonged to Bria King and Collinsville. Here comes Faith Liljegren. Liljegren out there with 3 fouls. Mitchell to Bush off the glass. Can't get it to go. Went a little bit too hard off the glass. And the rebound belongs to Ivory Lacey. And a turnover. Oh, how could she be traveling as she's falling out of bounds? I don't understand that. Feet weren't moving. So I guess that was a turnover by each team there then, wasn't it? Here are the oh, that was a travel. Where was that call? Here is Bowen. She will just glide through the lane and put up a prayer, and it falls in. Bowens, that's her first points here in this second half. 59-51, 3-point shot. Knutson rattles but won't fall. Bria King had the rebound. Jump ball called. Possession arrow this time in favor of Collinsville. So instead of a turnover, Kahawks get to keep it. More Collinsville versus Alton action coming up tomorrow. This time we'll be on the road at Alton for some boys action. 7:30 scheduled game time, around 7:15 or so for the pregame show. Inbound pass comes into Christian Mitchell, and she's had that ball pushed from behind by Lacey. I thought Lacey got all body, and I thought they were going to call a foul. Here's the inbound pass. Knutson has it go off of her and then off of the shoe of Smith, and Collinsville will get to keep it again. 3:56, so 4 seconds underneath the halfway point. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren does a nice job getting around Wallace, and then Liljegren turns the ball over, and Alton turns it into points. (59-53). Kahawks up by 6. Here's Knutson, baseline, little 6-foot jump shot, good. Knutson, who scored 1 point in the second half, now has 13. Another turnover. We back the other way, and we keep it back the other way. Inbound pass will come underneath the Kahawk basket from Astasia Bush. Inbound good to Knutson. She'll dribble just outside the lane. She'll take the shot, and she'll be fouled. She'll head back to the free throw line for a couple more. Fourth foul against Ivory Lacey. 6th team foul. So one more of those, and Collinsville will be doing the 1-and-1 thing. Timeout on the floor. We will step aside also, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Lucy Montgomery on camera. I'm Todd Duke on the microphone. And we're glad that you're with us here on the Kahawk Sports Network. We got a good one here. Collinsville and Alton involved in a Southwestern Conference showdown, and the Kahawks are up by 8, 61-53 with 3:16 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville led by 10 after one quarter, but then had a horrible second quarter where they were outscored 23-10, 13-point difference there, and that 10-point lead evaporated, and it was a 3-point lead for Alton at halftime. Collinsville then outscored the Redbirds 17-14 in that third quarter to tie things up at 49 apiece, and since then, Collinsville has rattled off a couple of impressive runs. 61-43, Knutson misses after going up there just a moment ago to take 2 technical foul shots. And she'll have a chance for another here. And this one's good. (62-53). Collinsville up by 9. Here is Bowens with a shot just inside the perimeter. Rims all the way around. And Katie Mitchell pulls down the rebound for Collinsville. Gives to Liljegren. She brings it up across the timeline. To Knutson. To Mitchell. That one's knocked out of bounds. Off of the hands of Ivory Lacey. .251 left here in this fourth quarter. Knutson will inbound from in front of her own bench. And Bria King gets it in the corner. It was a effort to get that ball. Now Knutson with it in the slot between the top of the key and the midcourt circle. She takes it all the way around to the left wing inside the perimeter, ditches it off. Mitchell puts on a nice move off the glass. Can't get it to fall, though. And the rebound belongs to Alton. Here's a pass from Bowens all the way up, and I believe that Young stepped out of bounds. She did. That'll be, really, travel. I thought she had too much momentum to stop herself from going out of bounds, and apparently she did because she kept the feet moving. That is the 22nd turnover for Alton here tonight. 2:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up by 9. Bush, free throw line shot that misses everything and goes out of bounds. 18th turnover for Collinsville. Inbound pass coming from underneath of the Kahok net. Kahawks are backing off that full court pressure, or that backcourt pressure anyway. And the ball comes up for Fox, and she'll try to wig-wag her way through some defenders, and she loses the ball in the process, but it comes right into the hands of Lacey, and then Lacey commits a foul. And Lacey has just fouled out of this game. So Lacey is gone, and to the free throw line is going to be Kristen Mitchell. Mitchell is 2 for 4 from the free throw line in this game. 2:07 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Mitchell ready to go. On the way, and no good on the front end of a 1-and-1. Rebound, whistle. We're going to have another foul coming up, only it's going to go against Collinsville this time, and it's going to go against Katie Knutson. And Knutson will pick up her third. And that is the 8th team foul for Collinsville. To the free throw line we go. And no good from Deja Carter. And another whistle will stop the action. Knutson will quickly pick up her 4th foul. 9th team foul, so the next one will put the Redbirds at the line for 2 for the rest of the game. And this time it is Danita Smith back at the free throw line. She spent a lot of time there in this game. She hit that one. Went 0 for 2 in the first. That's her 4th shot made out of 7 tries. Well, this is the 7th try, and she hits both of them this go-round. (62-55). Collinsville up by 7. 2 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Mitchell. Mitchell has that ball tipped away, and Alton comes up with it. Outlet pass, and off the glass, no good, and another foul coming up. This one's going to go against Nastasia Bush. That'll be her 3rd, and that is the 10th team foul, so 2 shots coming for the rest of this game for Alton. At the free throw line, it is Wallace. She has already hit 2 and now make that 3. Excuse me, that's McNeil. All these girls have these long ponytails. I can't see the number until they move. 62-57 after both free throws made by McNeil. It's getting interesting, folks. 5-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Katie Knutson. Knutson drives into the perimeter. Baseline, about 5 feet away. Can't get it to go. Then Mitchell gets the rebound, and she is slapped in the face on the way up. And now Coach Billy is going to send out 4 players after this first shot by Mitchell. That was the 3rd foul by Deja Carter. 8th team foul now for Alton. Mitchell misses. Missile's been a little off tonight. Lexi Ludgate comes in. Bauer. And Natalie Becker. Mitchell back at the free throw line and hits the second one. (63-57). 6-point game. 1.5 minutes to go here in this fourth. Here is Bowen. She'll bring it up over onto the right side, pick up her dribble, bounce it into the lane, and a loose ball picked up by Collinsville. And now a fight for it And a jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of Alton. 1:18 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass coming in from Jayla Fox, offset to the right of the basket that Alton is shooting at. Inbound pass comes into the free throw line, and a little bit of a trap there. Now a shot, no good, and the rebound is handled by King, and she is immediately fouled. It'll be the 9th foul for Alton. Jayla Fox will pick up her second. Excuse me, I stand corrected. Third foul for Fox. To the free throw line, Bria King. King went 2 for 2 in the first half. She's 3 for 4 here in the second half. 5 for 6. It rolls. It will not fall. The rebound belongs to Alton. Here comes Wallace on the right wing. Almost lost that ball. Top of the key for Fox. She'll throw it up on the inside, outside of the lane. Back to Fox. She'll dribble. She'll drive. She'll put up a off-balance shot. I have no idea how that went in. That's the first points for Fox here in this second half. 4-point game. Collinsville calls a timeout. We'll step aside here as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com or call 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Lucy Montgomery back with you here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 50.6 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. It is a 4-point game. Collinsville up. And we'll see how Coach Billy wants to play this here during this final 50 seconds or so. We're back on the air tomorrow. We're at Alton. Same two schools. Different gender. Boys action for you tomorrow. Boys are rolling pretty high this time of year. 7-1. And they have not played in a week since the game that we had for you last week in that win over Edwardsville. First time they have beaten Edwardsville in almost 4 years. I believe the gap is even longer, beating Alton. Inbound pass comes into Liljegren. Liljegren putting on some moves in the backcourt, trying to bring the ball across the timeline, and she'll cut to the left and do just that. 40 seconds left, and now we have a foul called. This one is going to go against McNeil, I believe. That is correct. That'll be her third, and that is the team 10th, so each team now heading to the free throw line for 2 shots from here on out. Faith Liljegren, her first trip to the free throw line tonight. She is a 48.6% shooter so far on the year. You know that that number will go up. And that makes it a 2-possession game. Still was, but I'm just reiterating the fact. 5-point lead. Liljegren trying to make it 6. She does. And with 35 seconds left, Alton comes up trying to dent that 6-point lead. Here is Wallace. She'll try it, cut it in half on one shot. Doesn't work. And the rebound put back up. And it won't go in, but somebody wearing gray is going to go to the free throw line. Kristen Mitchell will pick up her 4th foul. Deja Carter at the free throw line. She is no points tonight. She is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Shot on the way. No good. Next shot coming up. And good. Timeout on the floor for the Alton Redbirds. And we'll just keep it right here for right now. How about that? we'll tell you that we have that boys game coming up tomorrow. Next week, our last week before Christmas break, that will feature 4 games for you. We'll have bowling on Monday. We'll have the girls taking on Belleville East at Camelot Bowl. We'll have hockey for you on Tuesday as the hockey team is at the McKendree Recplex taking on Belleville this Tuesday, a very good Belleville team. Then more girls basketball for you a week from tonight, right back here in this gymnasium versus Jerseyville. And then the boys will be back in town next Friday as well as they take on Springfield. So another good week of sports action before we have a little bit of time off for the holidays, before we are in this gymnasium for 3 straight days for the Prairie Farm Holiday Basketball Tournament. This will be my second home. I'll put up a cot. Put me a bed back in the conference room. I'll just stay here. 27.1 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up by 5. 65 to 60. Forgot to record the last free throws. Here is Liljegren. She breaks that press, gets the ball up to King. King gets pushed from behind by Danita Smith. That'll be Smith's first foul. And Collinsville can put this game away at the free throw line with a couple here, because that'll make it a 3-possession game. If Bria King can sink both of these, she's done pretty well from the free throw line tonight. First shot, good. Second one, if made, might just put this game away. King hits both. Those were important. 67-60 in the corner. Wallace with a 3-point shot, hits the side of the backboard. And then a foul after the rebound by Katie Knutson will send her back to the free throw line. And the foul belongs to Wallace. That'll be her second, and it all comes with 14.5 seconds left. And it looks like the Lady Kahoks are going to make wholesale player changes here after this first shot by Knutson. Katie has hit 5 of her 7 shots from the free throw line. And there is number 6. All kinds of players coming in. Belmar Sala comes in for the first time tonight. Bauer checks back in. Ludgate as well. Katie Fenton in the backcourt, and waiting on the wings is Paige Bauer after this shot by Knutson. It won't fall. Rebound belongs to Alton. 10 seconds left. Here comes McNeil. She takes an off-angle shot. It won't fall. Rebound put back up. Won't go in. And this time the rebound falls down into the hands of Katie Knutson. And there's the buzzer. Collinsville wins it 68-60. Miss Montgomery, thank you very much. Appreciate the help. Lucy Montgomery, everybody, give her a round of applause. Excellent camera work tonight. 68-60 is our final score. The Kahawks win it and improve to 6-4 on the year and up their conference record to 2-2, while Alton drops to 3-5 on the year, and their conference record is at 0-3. And we welcome you in now to the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. Visit Dr. McCluskey. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville is located at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks win tonight, 68-60, and the postgame show comes your way next on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Ladies win tonight, 68-60. It was not easy. Looked like it was going to be for a little while as Collinsville jumped out to a 10-point lead after 1 quarter of play when they led 22-10. But we'll talk about this ugly second quarter here in just a moment when Coach Billy makes it up here. But Collinsville outscored in that second quarter 23-10. That 10-point lead actually grew to 12, but then here came the Redbirds. They stormed right back, and before you knew it, it was just a 3-point lead by Alton at the end of one half of play. But then Collinsville figured some things out, came back out and outscored Alton in that third quarter, 17-14. That made it 49-49. And then Collinsville took care of it in the fourth quarter by outscoring Alton 19-11. Leading scorer in this one was Bria King with 23 points. Also in double digits for Collinsville, Katie Knutson with 14. 13 of those came in the second half after only getting 1 point in that first half. And then Faith Liljegren ended up with 12 points after having 7 in the first half. Also on the scoreboard tonight, Katie Fenton had 7. Kristen Mitchell had 5 and 3 points apiece for Riley Doyle and Astasia Bush. For the Alton Lady Redbirds, they were led in points by Ivory Lacey's 14 points. Jayla Fox had 13, 9 points apiece for Wallace and Smith. And then Layla McNeil with 8 points. And Bowens with 6. Deja Carter with 1. Rest of the numbers look like this. Collinsville was out-rebounded by Alton 30-27. Redbirds turned the ball over 24 times compared to the Kahawks 19. And from the lines, Collinsville went 20 of 32 from the free throw line, while Alton hit 11 of 19. And from the three-point stripe, Kahawks hit 4 of 10, while the Lady Redbirds hit 1 of 10. And joining us now on the post-game show is head coach Lori Billy. Coach, let's get the ugly stuff out of the way first. What in the world happened in that second quarter?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. We got into a little bit of foul trouble, and we had to, go to the bench, and it was like they were a little dazed and confused, is all I can say. And they realized it. They were just kind of caught up in the moment, and we literally stood and watched them rebound 2 or 3 possessions. So we had a little discussion at halftime, and came out, and I thought we obviously fixed the issue.
I noticed that you came out of the locker room very early from that halftime timeout, and the girls were out there practicing their shots.
Yeah, it didn't take long to say what I had to say. Yeah, I mean, they're smart. These kids have played basketball their whole lives. They know what they needed to do. They know what they were doing wrong, and it didn't take me long to get that message through to them. So
good job there, then. All right, Bria King had a great game, 23 points, and pretty much split right down the middle. 12 points in the first half, 11 points in the second half.
Absolutely. And I just told her, I said, this is her career high game. And above and beyond that, I thought defensively she absolutely made the difference for us. She took their best player out of the game. I think she held her to 6 points, and she's averaging like 14 a game. So I was proud of her on the defensive end, and she worked hard the entire night. I
was going to mention that, but you took care of that for me. All right. Katie Knutson, 1 point in the first half and then poured it on with 13 in the second half.
Yeah, and that's just kind of Katie. She realized that she had to settle her team down and take control, and she does that. She's just kind of a floor general when we need one, and comes out and settles herself into where she knows she needs to get to and knocks shots down that are huge for us.
Last game that I saw in person, Kristen Mitchell had over 30 points. She was held to 5 this time, but she makes herself be a part of the game by just playing good underneath, using that body of hers to clear out the zone and let the girls come in for rebounds. And I thought that Bria got a lot of rebounds because of what Katie was doing.
Exactly. Kristen, yeah.
Kristen, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Kristen does. When I looked up at the scoreboard towards the end, it actually shocked me a little bit that she had, a low amount of points that she'd scored. I really thought she'd scored more than that. But to be honest with you, she was being double-teamed and getting bodied pretty hard, and I don't know that all of it was necessarily being called, and so she was trying to do her best to get the ball up and be able to score and, try not to get hammered too hard.
You have some time off, and I know that you are anxious to get some time off for your team and get on the practice floor.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said earlier, we've been in that mode of game practice, and we haven't really had a chance to work on things. And I just told the girls tomorrow's practice is going to be simply a shooting practice. We're just going to come in and work on shooting free throws and layups, and there's a couple of drills I want to work on them with. So that's going to be tomorrow's practice.
You guys got Granite City as your next game. They're struggling a little bit this year. They only scored 24 points against this Alton team in their last game.
Yeah, it's I feel for them. I know that Coach is, she's really trying to put a team together and get the kids to play, and she's a good coach, and she'll get there, but she's struggling right now with trying to build a program.
We have you 1 week from tonight against Jerseyville, so we'll see you then.
Yeah, and it's our alumni night. We're going to have an alumni game at 5 o'clock here. We would love to see a bunch of people here. We've got former coaches and obviously former players. Girls are going to play that night. They're going to have 2 20-minute running halves, and so they're excited about coming to play. So we hope to have a gym full of folks.
You know, that might be just worth recording just to play it back and talk about some people and embarrass some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
Blackmail.
Yeah, blackmail. There you go. What was I going to ask you? I totally forgot because I was making fun of teachers that I don't even know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, neither do I. All right, so we'll talk to you next week, and good things coming up. Let me know how the Granite City games go, and we'll see you next week against Jerseyville.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank you. As head coach Lori Billy of your Collinsville Kahawks, her team victorious here tonight. 68-60 was the final score, and again, we will be back on the air tomorrow with you around the same time. We, can't pinpoint it exactly now with JV games going on beforehand. So we'll be on the air somewhere around 7:15 with the pregame show, and the tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. That is from Alton. Myself and Chris Kettler, and I believe Zach Roseman will be along for that one as well. And we'll see if I have my car fixed or not by tomorrow. I don't know. We're going to hitch a ride with Chris Kettler. That's what we're going to do. 68-60 final score here. Big thank you to Lucy Montgomery for operating the camera here for us tonight. And always a big thank you to all of our sponsors and to Coach Lori Billy joining us on the pre and the post-game show. My name is Todd Duke. Till tomorrow night, everybody have a fantastic evening.